I'm Candace.
And I'm Demetria. Welcome to WPTA 222.
Beloved downtown street musician Kyle Thornton passed away from an antelope stampede early this morning.
Wow, how tragic. Speaking of death, a new study shows that almost one out of every 2.8 deaths are resulting from cardiovascular disease.
The study also indicates that 80 million people from this country suffer from one form of cardiovascular disease. That's one person that dies every 37 seconds.
Cardiovascular disease is the cause of more deaths than the next 5 causes of death combined.
All right, enough negativity. Now that we know the problems that we face, let's determine how we can prevent this. Demetria?
Well, we are promoting that everyone walks 10,000 steps a day. Now, I know that seems like a lot, but it really isn't. But before we do that, the first thing we need you to know is that we are striving for healthier lifestyles, not perfection. Okay, enough talking. I think we sent someone out to do research on fitness. Isn't that right, Candace?
We did. We'll go to Jay in just a second. He is interviewing some local health professionals.
Have you or a loved one fallen victim to shoplifting? Times are tough, and you should be defended with honor. Get back the items law enforcement took from you. Fight back and say no.
Thank you, Candace and Demetria. We're out here at Wallace Community College, and we're going to see if we can find a few students that look like they may take 10,000 steps in one day. So we're going to see what we can find here. Here's one right here. Sir, excuse me, sir. Mind if I ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, what's up?
What's your name?
Flavius.
Flavius. Jacob, nice to meet you. And what we're doing here is we're trying to find students out here at Wallace Community College that look like they may take 10,000 steps in a day, and you like a fit young man yourself. Do you take 10,000 steps a day?
Not just 10,000, I take about 35 to 40,000 per day.
How do you keep count of how many steps you take in a day?
Well, you can use this pedometer right here. I don't, however, use a pedometer, especially this one, because it's cheap. This isn't for me. Or if you're an upper middle class citizen like myself, you can buy a high-tech watch that has a built-in pedometer, which I use. And also have a metronome.
A metronome? What's a metronome?
This is intense. I'm gonna have to. You hear that? It's kind of like music.
What does that do?
What this does is it keeps tempo, and it's got like beats per minute and stuff, and you can just like run around, and you can act like you're listening to like hip hop music, and eventually you'll walk 10,000 steps with that.
That's outstanding. Technology is really fascinating these days, isn't it?
Oh, I agree, man. I agree.
I've never even heard of that before. So we know how to keep track of how many steps we take, but why should we do that?
Well, there's a bunch of reasons, really. You can prevent cardiovascular disease. You can increase your the length of your life by 5-10 years. The list goes on, you know.
Really, that's interesting. Is there any precautions or anything that we should take if I wanted to start walking 10,000 steps a day? Is there anything I should know before I just jump out there and try to do it?
Oh, of course. You shouldn't try what I try on a daily basis, because I'm somewhat of a daredevil when it comes to physical activity. There's a truck coming. Let's move over here. What you need to do is you need to work up to that. You don't need to just jump into 40,000 steps. You need to probably do 5,000 steps on your first week or two, and then work up to 10,000 steps a day. Also, you need to do stretches and other precautionary activities like that.
Outstanding. Well,
yes.
Flavius, I thank you for your time today.
No
I think
problem.
we got all we needed, and back to you, Candace and Demetria.
Well, thanks, Jay, for that informative information, and that about wraps it up.
Stay tuned for tomorrow's 2-hour segment on hand-weaving fruit baskets.
Coming up next, the biggest winner finale. See who won the most this year.